I'm going to present you a Russian case study. So first of all, why Russia? Because you know this is the largest country over the world and hold over 20% of forest area. Lots of changing related to climate change. We see the increased productivity of forest in some area where enough precipitation, and also we see increase of permafrost melting and disturbances. It's very important to observe what is going on in this country, in this huge land, which are important for climate mitigation. So, and Russia is not giving up obligation on climate mitigation. It keeps develop national forest inventory. The second cycle of forest inventory started last year. And also it's developing greenhouse gas inventories and also legislation changing to involve green investments to offset emissions. So YASA, why YASA? YASA is celebrating this year 50 years anniversary. And it has 22 member countries, including Russia and Ukraine. And we have ongoing study of biomass and forest in Northern Eurasia since early 90s. I would like to show you first our collaborative study published last year in Nature Scientific Reports, where we combine global remote sensing data from CCI biomass and globe biomass with ground data, national forest inventory, and research plots, and receive a new estimation for the country. We found that the amount of carbon stored in Russian forest much higher than previously reported in international reporting like FAO-FRA or UNFCCC. In this research was involved a number of institutions, international and national, responsible for UNFCCC reporting and for national inventory data. We got some critics for this paper. Some people say, okay, we give a bad signal to Russia. Now they don't need to do anything about climate mitigation because nature does everything. But in fact, it's not true, because with this paper, we show that also reference level, baseline is quite high. And if you need some activities to be accounted for UNFCCC reporting or for mitigation, then you have to start from a high number, and also higher cost of disturbances. So if you have increased losses, you also lose more carbon. Now I go to present some national products. Here you can see the results of laboratory by Sergei Bartolyov from Space Research Institute. He used to work for Joint Research Center in Europe, producing GLC 2000, global land cover map for the year 2000, and then his laboratory working extensively with MODIS time series and produce annually map for land cover, growing stock volume, forest species, and also produce a service for burnt area near real time. With these products, you can see dynamics. It's more or less in line what I show in our previous slide, previous paper. Then until year 2014, somewhere we observe quite intensive growth in biomass. But then recent years we have a plateau and even going down a little bit. It's mostly related to drought events and disturbances like wildfire and so on. Yeah, and this is a total estimation of carbon stock in forest and dynamics over the year. I also interview for this presentation Vladimir Korotkov from Institute of Global Climate and Ecology. This institute responsible for UNFCCC reporting, and you can see from the last report how greenhouse gas balance for managed forest goes. It also shows some losses of capacity for carbon sequestration during last years. But this is completely independent from remote sensing product. This report fully based on national statistics, not remote sensing. And national statistics mostly rely on what is confirmed on the ground. That's why it's shows less disturbances than we see from the space, and also some delay with forest inventory. And Vladimir Korotkov told me that they observe better accuracy of statistics in European part of the country because of better accessibility of forest, and also because of small scale of disturbances which are not well recognized at modest resolution. But remote sensing works much better than statistics in Siberia, in remote areas and larger scale of disturbances. So both group, Martelov group and group from Institute of Global Ecology, very interested to see results of CCI biomass project. They think it was very important to compare results and maybe use it for downscaling. And for greenhouse gas inventory, they think it's very important to have high resolution one-time shot to see, for example, pre-disturbance carbon stock to estimate emissions from fire disturbances. And for the change, they would happy to see much coarser resolution at subnational province level to see the biomass changes with associated uncertainties to compare with what is reported for the country and so on. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you.